Hello, friends. Good afternoon. Rukmini, Lopamudra, Harsh, Prarthana, Padum, Lokesh, Pratap, Bhuvnesh. Good afternoon, everyone. So, am I audible and visible properly? Kanchana, good afternoon. Prathamesh, good afternoon. Hello. Am I audible and visible properly? Namaste, Priyanshu. Good afternoon, Shantanu, Bhargav. Okay, thank you. So, good afternoon, Jatin. So, before I begin today's session, okay, let me ask you a few questions. Good afternoon, Rahan. Good afternoon, Ganesh. Mansa, good afternoon. Tosh. First, I'll ask 5 questions, okay? So, the important ones I'm going to ask you. The question goes like, Nagananda was written by whom? Yes, Nagananda was written by whom? Yes, guys, fast. PNR, yes, Joel. Harsha, yes, Harshvardhan. Very good, Harsh. Lopamudra, Mehak. Very good, Ashirwad. Okay. My second question. Who wrote Swapna Vasav Dutt? I repeat, who wrote Swapna Vasav Dutt? Fast. Yes, very good, Harsh, Mehak, Lopamudra, Pratap, Priyanshu. It was Bhas. No, Rishabh, it is not Magh. Magh, he wrote Shishupal Vad. Yes, Jatin, Joel, Adarsh, Sanidhya. Very good. My third question. What were provinces during Gupta period referred as? Yes, very good, Harsh. It is a story of Udayan and Padmavati. Provinces during Gupta period referred as. Very good. Mehak is the first to answer, followed by Harsh. Priyanshu. Priyanshu, you have given the wrong answer. Adarsh, Pratap, Raj, Harish, Shantanu. Shantanu, you have given the wrong answer. Everyone else have given the correct answer. The provinces during the Gupta period were referred as Bhukti and were headed by Uparikas. Very good. Rishabh has given the correct answer. Bhuvneshwar has given the correct answer. Next, fourth question. Which Gupta dynasty ruler finds mention in Allahabad pillar inscription? Yes. Which Gupta dynasty ruler finds mention in Allahabad pillar inscription? Harsh says Samudra, Pratap says Samudra. Yes, very good. Samudragupta. Ganesh, it's not Chandragupta too. It's Samudragupta. Prayag Prashasti. Very good, Harsh. Okay. My next and the last question to you guys is, who constructed the famous Gomteshwar Bahubali statue located at Shravanbelagola in Karnataka? Yes. It's okay, Ganesh, no issues. Who constructed the famous Gomteshwar Bahubali statue located at Shravanbelagola, Karnataka? Very good, Mari. Harsh, it's not Sengutuvan. Sengutuvan constructed a temple dedicated to goddess Kannaki. Chamunda Rai is the answer. Perfect, Ashirwad. Perfect. Perfect, Rahan. Ganga dynasty, Mari. Very good, Mari. Yes. Adarsh, Pratap. Okay, very good. Now let's begin with medieval part of India. Now, slave dynasty. Listen to me very carefully. As a part of Delhi Sultanate, we are going to throw light on 5 major dynasties. The first one is slave dynasty, followed by Khilji, Tughlaq, Sayyid, and Lodi dynasty. Okay? And what are the important points that needs to be focused? I will be telling you that. There are many things that are given as a part of the PDF, but you need not focus on those parts. You just need to focus on what I am saying. Then I'll be dictating you and note that important points. That's it. Nothing more to be studied from apart from this. So we are going to start with slave dynasty. And in slave dynasty, we are going to study 4 major rulers. First ruler that we are going to study as a part of slave dynasty is Qutbuddin Aibak, who laid the foundation of slave dynasty. Then we are going to focus on the person who has come up with different administrative reforms. His name was Iltutmish. Third thing that we are going to study in slave dynasty is about Razia Sultan. She was not only the female ruler of slave dynasty, but of entire Delhi Sultanate. Only female ruler. And fourth one, we are going to study about Balban. Okay? So now let's begin with slave dynasty. Okay? Now pay attention carefully. What all things that you need to remember, I'll be telling you. Just listen to me patiently. Listen to me carefully. You will get everything. The first Muslim invader of India was Muhammad bin Qasim. Muhammad bin Qasim was followed by Mahmud of Ghazni. And Mahmud of Ghazni's purpose was only to plunder India, to loot India. And he has conducted more than 17 raids in India. The most important one being the raid at Somnath Temple in Gujarat. The third person who comes to India is Muhammad Ghori. And Muhammad Ghori, it is said that he not only wanted to plunder India, Muhammad Ghori, apart from plundering India, he also wanted to establish a kingdom in India. So what happened? Muhammad Ghori at that time, he was having Kabul and Ghur as his capital. So after second battle of Tarain that we saw yesterday between Prithviraj Chauhan ji and Muhammad Ghori went back to his country, Afghanistan. When he went back to his country, he left the administration in the hands of 2 slaves. One was Qutbuddin Aibak and other was Bakhtiyar Khilji. Now, what did Bakhtiyar Khilji do? Listen to me. Bakhtiyar Khilji had destroyed many universities of Eastern India. Nalanda University, which was the epitome of wisdom and knowledge at that time, was being destroyed by Bakhtiyar Khilji. Nalanda universities, apart from this, after destroying the Nalanda University, he also destroyed the Vikramshila University, Udantipur University. And what happened? Meanwhile, there was civil revolt in the region of Punjab. And this civil revolt was being done by Khokhar tribe. At this time, Muhammad Ghori again had to come in India to suppress the revolt. And when Muhammad Ghori had to come to India to suppress the revolt, what happened? He suppressed the revolt and he was going back. And when he was going back, he died on the way. Or it is said that he was being killed by the Khokhars on the way. As soon as he was being killed, Qutbuddin Aibak, who was the slave of Muhammad Ghori in India, he declared himself as independent. Okay? And after declaring himself as independent, Qutbuddin Aibak established an independent and a new dynasty in the form of slave dynasty. Now, as a part of Delhi Sultanate, slave dynasty was the first dynasty. But the founder, Qutbuddin Aibak, did not make Delhi as his capital. He made Lahore as his capital. Okay? Now, there are different things related to Qutbuddin Aibak. Qutub basically means Lord of Moon. Now, it is said that Adhai Deen Ka Jhopda, located in Ajmer, was constructed by Qutbuddin Aibak. I'll give you a very small example. Once upon a time, Muhammad Ghori and Qutbuddin Aibak were traveling in the region of Ajmer. And it was an evening time. Muhammad Ghori observed that in the temples, particularly the Krishna temple, people are performing prayers. They are doing the evening rituals. And apart from this, they are also doing bhajan and kirtan in the temples. So immediately he asked his slave, Qutbuddin Aibak, that I want a mosque to be constructed as soon as possible so that I can offer prayers, I can offer namaz to Allah. Historians believe that just within a span of 2.5 days, what happened? Within 2.5 days, Qutbuddin Aibak, he got constructed the famous Adhai Din Ka Jhopda, a mosque in Ajmer, for his master Muhammad Ghori. So Adhai Din Ka Jhopda in Ajmer was constructed by Qutbuddin Aibak. Second thing that you need to remember. The famous Qutub Minar that you have heard, which is located in Delhi, the Qutub Minar's construction was laid down by Qutbuddin Aibak. I did not said like it was the Qutub Minar was being constructed by Qutbuddin Aibak. The process for initiation, the initiation process for construction of Qutub Minar was done by Aibak. It was not completed by Aibak. In fact, the entire construction of Qutub Minar was completed by his son-in-law, whose name was Iltutmish. So he laid down the foundation of Qutub Minar. Then there is a famous masjid located in Delhi, okay? That is Quwat-ul-Islam Mosque. And this is considered as one of the first mosques. So Quwat-ul-Islam Mosque in Delhi was being constructed by Qutbuddin Aibak. Qutbuddin Aibak used to donate lot of money. Hence, Qutbuddin Aibak was called as Lakh Baksh. Lakh Baksh means he used to go for liberal donations. And I have told you, Qutbuddin Aibak died while playing Chaughan. I have told you the entire story previously as well, but I'll repeat that story. Like, once upon a time, Qutbuddin was attacking the region of Udaipur. And the ruler of Udaipur was Rai Karandev. Now, Rai Karandev was being defeated. And after being defeated, it is said that he was being imprisoned in Lahore. Along with him, Qutbuddin Aibak also took his horse, whose name was Shubrak. And what did Qutbuddin Aibak observe? That horse has a good emotional connect with whom? Horse had a very good emotional connect with his master. Like these days, Instagram, you might have heard about an incident like Honorable Supreme Court of India has ordered the famous elephant from the region of Kolhapur, Madhuri. Have you heard about this? To be given back to Vantara, created by Anant Ambani. Okay. And now people have a very close affinity. People have a very close attachment towards this elephant, Madhuri. Correct? So similarly, at that time, people had a close affection towards the animals as well. I'll give you another example. You might have heard about the horse Chetak of Maharana Pratap ji. He was so emotionally attached to his horse that when his horse died, tears rolled down by the eyes of Maharana Pratap ji. Okay. Yes, perfect, Prathamesh. Madhuri, the elephant, was crying at that time. True. So this horse, Shubrak, was so attached towards his master that he could not see the condition of his master. So one fine day, there was a plan that the master will run away from the jail. But this entire plot got unearthed. Okay? And when the entire plot, it got unearthed, what happened? This person, Qutbuddin Aibak, decided that he is going to, what we say, behead and kill this person, Rai Karandev, publicly, so that nobody will dare to do the same mistake in the coming years. Now he was brought publicly. This person sat on the back of the horse, Shubrak. Now, Shubrak, he took a leap, and as soon as he took a leap, this person fell down. And when this person fell down, it is said that Shubrak started hitting him on his chest, and Qutbuddin Aibak died. Immediately, this horse ran towards his master, picked up his master, and started running towards the region of Udaipur, which is approximately 500 to 600 miles from Lahore. In very simple words, Qutbuddin Aibak died while playing Chaughan. This has been depicted in the books of history. But this is a real story how Qutbuddin Aibak died. Okay? So what all things that you need to remember about Qutbuddin Aibak? Please do not go for the points that I have written here. These are the additional points. Okay? But whatever things that I have mentioned, whatever things that I have explained, and whatever things that I will be dictating, just remember that. So listen, the foundation of slave dynasty was being laid down by Qutbuddin Aibak. Qutbuddin Aibak, he made Lahore as his capital. He started the construction of Qutub Minar, dedicated to a Sufi saint whose name was Qutbuddin Bhakhtiyar Kaki. He constructed Quwat-ul-Islam Mosque, the first mosque in Delhi. Third thing, he constructed Adhai Din Ka Jhopda, which is located in Ajmer. He used to give lot of liberal donations. Hence, this person was referred as Lakh Baksh. And then comes what? It is said that he died while playing Chaughan. That is polo. Okay? Hope so the point is clear. Please note down slave dynasty. Yes, true, Prathamesh. Correct. Slave dynasty. And give the title Qutbuddin Aibak. Just write what I am saying. That's it. After the death of Muhammad Ghori, please note down fast, guys. Okay? Because your writing speed is a bit slow. So I would like you guys to improve your writing speed. Qutbuddin Aibak was a slave of Muhammad Ghori in India. Qutbuddin Aibak was a slave of Muhammad Ghori in India. Second thing, after death of Ghori, Aibak declared his independence. After death of Ghori, Aibak declared his independence and established a dynasty that is slave dynasty. Slave dynasty. He had his capital at Lahore, not Delhi. He had his capital at Lahore. Hammam, slave. Slave means, see, listen. As I've told you, Muhammad Ghori, he had two slaves in India. One was Qutbuddin Aibak and other was Bakhtiyar Khilji. So when he died, Muhammad Ghori, this person, Qutbuddin Aibak, declared himself as independent. Okay. And since he was slave of Muhammad Ghori, he named his dynasty as slave dynasty. Got it, Hammam? Okay. He is also referred as Lakh Baksh, giver of lakhs. It means he used to go for liberal donations. He is also referred as Lakh Baksh, giver of lakhs. Hammam, is the point clear? Khilji, he died a natural death, Abhishek, and he got vanquished. He built the first mosque in Delhi, Quwat-ul-Islam Mosque. No, slave means, what is the meaning of the word slave? Slave means gulam, correct? In Hindi, it is also called as Gulam Vansh or Gulam Dynasty. So since he was a slave, so he named his dynasty as slave dynasty, okay? He built the first mosque in India, Quwat-ul-Islam Mosque. He also constructed Adhai Deen Ka Jhopda at Ajmer. Adhai Deen Ka Jhopda at Ajmer. Did he constructed Qutub Minar? Yes. No, my friend. He started the construction of Qutub Minar. Very good, Adarsh. Very good, Jay Shakti, Prathamesh, Padam, Pankaj, Joel, Lopmudra. Very good. Tanish. He started the construction of Qutub Minar. He started the construction of Qutub Minar or laid down the construction of Qutub Minar. Very good, Lopmudra, completed by Iltutmish. Historians believe that Qutbuddin Aibak died while playing Chaughan, polo. And please note down this line. He patronized Hassan Nizami, who wrote a book called as Tajul Masir and Tariq-e-Mubarak Shahi. Yes, one more thing, please note down in Qutub Minar. He laid down the foundation of Qutub Minar, dedicated to a Sufi saint, Qutbuddin Bhaktiar Kaki. This was the name of a Sufi saint, okay? Chaughan, it's like a polo, Prathamesh. Okay, so Harsh, is it clear? The Sufi saint's name was Qutbuddin Bhaktiar Kaki, and the game, Prathamesh, was polo. Yes, perfect. Padum? Okay. See, Ashirvad, many of them pronounce it as Bhaktiar, some pronounce it as Bhaktiar. Okay, Ashirvad? Yes, Mansa. And Amin, I'll repeat the points. Please listen to me. Okay. See, Tush, the first mosque, the foundation, I'm talking about Delhi. Okay. Milind and Tush. What was my sentence? The first mosque in Delhi was Quwwatul Islam Mosque. I did not speak about India. So please mind the words that I've said. Tush and Milind, did you get the points? Yes. I'll repeat the point. The construction of this person, Qutbuddin Aibak, laid the foundation of Qutub Minar, dedicated to a Sufi saint, Qutbuddin Bhaktiar Kaki. Okay? Qutbuddin Bhaktiar Kaki. Yes, very good, Vijendra. He was a saint of Chishti Silsila. Is that clear? And last point, his tomb is located at Anarkali Bazar, Lahore. Simple words, his tomb is located in Lahore. Okay? Now listen to me. See, pay attention and just only note those things that I'll be telling you. Last slide. Yes. See, the scholar's name was Tajul Masir, written by, Tajul Masir and Tariq-e-Mubarak Shahi, written by Hassan Nizami. Okay? Now let's move ahead. We have to go a bit faster. Iltutmish. Now pay attention carefully. See, many historians believe that directly after Qutbuddin Aibak, his slave and son-in-law, Iltutmish, sat on the throne. But few historians believe that before his son-in-law, his son was there on the throne, whose name was Aram Shah. Now, Aram Shah was an incompetent ruler. He did not know properly how to rule. So nobles were very frustrated by this person. So what happened? The nobles called in the son-in-law of Qutbuddin Aibak, whose name was Iltutmish. Okay. And Iltutmish, he came and acquired the throne of slave dynasty. Now, what is the major aspect about Iltutmish that needs to be remembered? Now, just you can remember one thing. The most powerful at that time were Mongols. Nobody dared to, specifically defeat the Mongols. Can you imagine? That was a threat of the Mongols at that time, that Mongols had conquered the entire region of Central Asia at that time. Nobody could watch into the eyes of Mongols and defeat them. And the most powerful Mongol ruler was Genghis Khan. It is said that during the time of Genghis Khan, 1.5% population of the world, it got perished. Approximately 2% of the population of the world at that time got perished. And the reason behind that was a Mongol ruler, Genghis Khan. Nobody dared to fight with Mongols, except there was one person in the coming year who fought with Mongols, and he was Alauddin Khilji. Like it is said that, I'll give you a small example of a fort which is located in Delhi. And the name of that fort is Siri Fort. Siri, it's a Hindi word which basically means head. 8,000 Mongols in the coming years were beheaded by Alauddin Khilji. And after beheading, after cutting the head of 8,000 Mongols, Alauddin Khilji laid the foundation of Siri Fort in Delhi. That was the power of Alauddin Khilji. But nobody dared to, what we say specifically, fight with Mongol. Now what happened? Mongols had conquered Central Asia, and they had defeated the Khwarezmi Empire ruler of Central Asia. Now, at this time in India, the ruler was Iltutmish, and Iltutmish was under tension. Why? Because after Central Asia, the probability is that Mongols might have an eye over India. Okay? They might attack India. So, what happened at that time? When Mongols had attacked Central Asia and defeated Khwarezmi Empire's ruler, the ruler's son, whose name was Jalaluddin Mangbarani, he ran away from Central Asia. And when he ran away from Central Asia, he came to India. And when he came to India, at that time the ruler was Iltutmish. And so he requested Iltutmish that please keep me in your court and save me from Mongols. Now Iltutmish immediately realized, if I give refuge to this person, if I give refuge or asylum to Jalaluddin Mangbarani, 100% Mongols are going to attack India. It's better I do not give him refuge. He denied that I am not going to give you asylum. And at that time, Mongols did not attack India. So Iltutmish, through his diplomatic skills, what we say, saved India from the attack of Mongols. Okay? Then, Iltutmish, first thing that he did was, he shifted the capital from Lahore to Delhi. He completed the construction of Qutub Minar, which was being started by his father-in-law, Qutubuddin Aibak. He started one system which is called as Ikta system. Now, what is Ikta system all about? Let's understand. Very simple language. Suppose I am a minister. I am a noble who is working in the court of Iltutmish. Now, Iltutmish is not going to give me a salary. Iltutmish will give me a piece of land. And whatever money I get from that land in the form of taxes, I will keep my salary and give the excess amount to Iltutmish. And this system is called as Ikta system. I repeat, rather than giving salary in cash, that noble, that minister is given a piece of land. After collecting the taxes from that piece of land, I will keep my salary. Okay? Like for example, I am a minister in the court of Iltutmish. My salary is rupees 100. Now Iltutmish said that I'm not going to give you rupees 100, but I'll give you a piece of land. From that piece of land, I got the taxes 1,000 rupees. Okay? So what will I do? From 1,000 rupees, I will keep rupees 100 for myself as my salary, and 900 rupees I will return back to the Iltutmish and his administration. And this system is called as Ikta system. Ikta system is not at all hereditary. In simple words, if I am an Iktadar, I am the holder of that land, it is not necessary that my son would be the holder of the same land. Okay? Now, moving further. So, Ikta system was started. Now, another important system that was started by Iltutmish was Turkane-Chahalgani system. Now, what is Turkane-Chahalgani? Very simple words. Chahalgani basically means chalis, 40. Okay. Appointing 40 powerful Turkish nobles who are going to assist the king in performance of his duties. Chahalgani means Chalisa means 40. Appointing 40 powerful ministers, 40 powerful nobles who will assist the king in performance of his duties. But this system proved to be very good for the king. I mean, personally, Iltutmish. But this system proved very fatal in the coming year for the other rulers. Why? My friends, I did not use the sentence 40 nobles. I used the word 40 powerful nobles. Okay, the word is powerful. So what happens? Just listen to me. Whenever the nobles or the people who are assisting the sultan or the king, they become more powerful than the king, what will happen? They will start dictating terms and conditions to the king. It is always said that the kingmaker is more powerful than the king. So in the coming year, what happened? Okay. So in coming years, specifically it is said that this person, like, he understood one thing, that these nobles are going to help me out. But in the coming years, they will play a very important role. And this did happen. We will see that. So he started Turkan-e-Chahalgani system. Okay. He completed the construction of Qutub Minar. Apart from this, he constructed Gandhak Ki Bauli. It is a step well. Okay. And again, this step well is dedicated to a Sufi saint whose name was Qutubuddin Bhaktiyar Kaki. Apart from this, he introduced two coins, silver Tanka and copper Jital. He shifted the capital from Lahore to Delhi. And he is also referred as Hindgir. That you need to remember about him. Hindgir means conqueror of India. Okay. Apart from this, he patronized Minhas us Siraj, who wrote a book, Tabaqat-e-Nasiri. These are the points that you have to remember. I will repeat again within short. Just pay attention carefully. Iltutmish, he saved India from the attack or wrath of Mongols. Iltutmish, he completed the construction of Qutub Minar. He constructed a step well dedicated to a Sufi saint, Qutubuddin Bhaktiyar Kaki. Another important, he started Ikta system. Simple words, rather than giving salary in cash, the nobles were given a piece of land. Whatever money is accrued from that, he will give them their salary. Excess amount was returned back to the administration. Fourth important thing, he started Turkan-e-Chahalgani system or Chalisa system, in which 40 powerful nobles were appointed who will assist the king in performance of his duties. Chahalgani system, Ikta system that was being initiated was not hereditary. Okay. This person is also referred as Hindgir, that is conqueror of Hind. He started two new coins, silver Tanka and copper Jital. And the last point, Minhas us Siraj, he wrote a book called as Tabaqat-e-Nasiri. Is it clear? Yes, Hamam. See, Hamam has asked a very good question. Sir, while teaching history, sir, do you sometimes feel like to travel and look into reality? As I've told you, history, when it is studied in the form of ideas, okay, history will give you an interest. Correct? Like, as I've told you previously, like, many students go for rote memorization of history. So, few days back, like, I had a comment from one of the aspirants, sir. Like, sometimes when you explain the battles and the wars, it feels like we are watching a movie. Okay. So whenever you, what we say, imagine such things, history becomes more interesting and more easier. So personally, Hamam, I will answer to your question. I would like to go back into the age of Guptas once, and as a history teacher. And actually, I want to observe the condition of the society. Was it prevalent really at that time or not? And secondly, again, I want to time travel to the specifically, what we say, the modern India part. Okay. And specifically, I want to see the situation of India precisely during the time of revolt of 1857. So that would be my fantasy about history. Okay. So Deepak, that's what the thing I have told you. Correct? Quwwatul Islam Mosque is the first mosque in Delhi. I did not say it was the first mosque in India. Correct, Deepak? So hence I have told you, please listen carefully and patiently. Kanchana, see what happens. The best part, as I've told you, is in the very first lecture itself, I have told you, follow a very simple pattern, SFC. Fact and concept can be easily learnt when it is associated with a story. Correct? Like, I'll give you a small example. If the question comes in the examination, like which slave dynasty protected India from the attack of Mongols? Immediately by seeing the option, you will mark Iltutmish as the answer. Why? Because I've told you the entire story, how Mongols conquered Central Asia, how these people were having a plan to capture India, how the Persian Khwarezmi Empire, Jalaluddin Mangbanani came to his court. Correct? So once you remember the story, automatically you'll start remembering the fact and concept. Okay? Do not get confused, Deepak. So please note down Iltutmish fast. Yes, guys. One of the major things, that irony that I'm seeing right now. Yesterday, I saw on Instagram, one of the basic, like, students prepares. They do a lot of hard work for their examination, particularly the SSC examination, the railways examination, the IB examination. And sometimes it's really by seeing these aspirants. What happens, like, I have heard about the scam that has been done in the SSC examination. Like, specifically the students who are staying in Rajasthan, they have their center somewhere else. Students from UP have their center somewhere else. Okay. And seriously, forget about a center. I was watching one of the videos on Instagram wherein I saw that there was a girl, her center was being changed immediately. Like, this girl was from some other place in UP and her center was in some other place in South India. She visited the center. As soon as she visited the center, on her admit card, some L center was written. And immediately the SSC changed the center online immediately, almost 15 to 20 minutes or half an hour before the examination. I was seriously astonished. These students travel they travel a lot. Apart from this, parents are spending hefty fees. Secondly, there's a lot of competition. Okay, so seriously, the state of education system and precisely the examination that is going on right now, like, it's an irony for us. One person got Port Blair, another person got Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The problem is that, what happened, like, you might have heard about this, there is an examination called as RO, which is referred as Samiksha Adhikari in UP. Okay, you cannot believe that the students from Eastern UP had their center in Western UP. There was 40% drop in the students appearing in the examination. Why? Because it is not like for every student who can afford to go to different places and study and give the exam. So what's happening? God knows. Okay, Adarsh, you got your center in Muzaffarnagar. Let's see. So please note down, guys, Iltutmish. Note down. Kutubuddin Aibak. Okay, Mari, your center was in Gujarat. And you are from which place? Yes. You are from Karnataka. You had your center in Gujarat. My God. Okay, Lop Mudra, you face the same problem. Oh, you could not attend the phase exam. That's seriously an irony of the system. That, and there was, like, initially the TCS was conducting. I heard, and seriously, I was literally shocked. I was watching one of the videos of the sirs. Okay, what kind of questions have been asked in the examination? Like, you guys are preparing for what we say government exam. You expect your students to learn about the environment. You should expect your students to learn about the international relations. You should expect the students to learn about internal security, Operation Sindoor that has been done in our country. What is the role of IB? What is the role of RAW? What are paramilitary forces? I was seriously astonished. You cannot believe one question. One sir is there, Abhinay sir, I guess, who teaches for SSC, and he was asking, like he was depicting one of the questions of SSC that was being asked. There was a song of Badshah, DJ Wale Babu. A question was asked in there, like, who is the rapper in this song? Like, when I saw this, seriously, I was there and one of my friends sent that reel to me and we were laughing. You are asking the SSC students who was the rapper in the song DJ Wale Babu. This is a seriously irony of the education system that is going on in our country. You expect us to compete with what we say China. You expect us to compete with developed nations like Japan and West nations. Ask logical questions. Ask something on environment. Ask something on carbon credits. Seriously. Forget about that. Please start writing. Yes, TCS was good, but I guess for this time. And secondly, the major problem is the company which was given the entire contract to conduct the examination. There are 2 to 3 cases on that company, and that too of the paper leak and the paper scam previously as well. Okay. So please note down. Adequacy. Very good. Adequacy. Acha, Joel. Acha, the ED will hunt me down. Okay. Please note down Iltutmish very fast, guys, because we have to cover a lot today. Iltutmish, Qutbuddin Aybak was succeeded by his son-in-law and slave, Shamsuddin Iltutmish. Iltutmish saved India. नहीं हर्ष, don't worry. IB ACIO में ऐसा नहीं होगा. It won't happen in IB. Do not worry. He saved India from attack Yes, Bhuvnesh. Yes, he married his own daughter to, Iltutmish, Qutbuddin Aybak. He saved India from the attack of Mongols by not giving asylum to Jalaluddin Mangbarani. Jalaluddin Mangbarani. Yes, the spelling is, I have mentioned here somewhere, by not giving asylum to Jalaluddin Mangbarani. Okay? Then he shifted the capital from Lahore to Delhi. Yes. We'll write in step-by-step manner, Abhishek. Do not worry. Please don't be in a hurry. He shifted the capital from Lahore to Delhi. He started Ikta system. In which the nobles were given a piece of land. Was the system hereditary? Yes or no? Fast. Very good. This system was not hereditary. He started Turkane-Chahalgani system Yes, Harsh, you can compare somewhat to permanent settlement. He started Turkane-Chahalgani system in which 40 powerful nobles were appointed, to assist the Sultan. He constructed Gandhak ki Bauli. A step well for a Sufi saint, Kaki, that is Kutubuddin Bhakhtiyar Kaki. He patronized Minhas us Siraj, who wrote Tabaqat-e Nasiri, important one. He patronized Minhas us Siraj, who wrote Tabaqat-e Nasiri. Is it okay, Sanidhya? He is called as Hindgir, conqueror of Hind. Tush, Tabaqat-e Nasiri was written by Minhas us Siraj. Have you written that point? He came up with two coins, silver tanka and copper jital. Please note down. He introduced two coins, silver tanka and copper jital. Silver tanka and copper jital. Okay. Now listen. Just a second, guys. Yes, he constructed the Qutub Minar. He completed the construction of Qutub Minar. Yes, this slide, Joel. Yes, Bhuvnesh, Minhas us Siraj, he wrote a book called as Tabaqat-e Nasiri. Roji, he introduced two coins, silver tanka and copper jital. Let's move ahead. Razia Sultan. See, Iltutmish, he believed that none of his sons are worthy to become the next Sultan. Okay, nobody is worthy enough to become the next Sultan. So what happened? When Iltutmish was alive, he declared that my what we say daughter, whose name is Razia, she would become the next Sultan. Now pay attention carefully, very carefully, I'm telling you. Okay. Now what happened? Iltutmish, after his death, like before his death, he had declared that he should be succeeded by his daughter. And the daughter's name was Razia. But at that time, the society was quite insular-minded. The society was quite narrow-minded. Okay? And in that case, what happened when society is narrow-minded, precisely speaking, it is said that they believe that women cannot rule over us. And we don't want Razia to be the successor. So what happened? It is said that after the death of Iltutmish, there was a person whose name was Ruknuddin Firoz Shah. He came to power. Okay. But Ruknuddin Firoz Shah, he was again an incompetent ruler. He did not knew how to rule properly. So what happened? There were certain nobles who thought that Why don't we choose Razia as the next Sultan? Now the question will come up in the mind of everyone that on one side, sir, you are saying that the society was patriarchal, the society was insular minded. So why would they choose women to lead them? And on the other side, you are saying that the nobles wanted Razia to become the Sultan. So isn't this a contradictory statement? But listen to me one thing. These nobles who wanted Razia to be Sultan, they had one thing in their mind. And what was that? She is a lady. She hardly knows about the administration. And when we will choose her Sultan, she will start working for us like a puppet. And although she's sitting on the throne, but the actual rulers would be we people, we nobles. So what happened? Few nobles, they supported Razia. Okay? And when few nobles supported Razia, it is believed that Razia became the Sultan by killing her brother Ruknuddin Firoz Shah. Now, as soon as she sat on the throne, every noble had an expectation that Razia is going to support us. Okay. Razia was not that lady. It is said that you in Muslim society, you might have heard about something called as Parda system. It is also prevalent in Hindu society. Like in Pardas, as a part of Parda system, a Muslim woman cannot unveil her face to anyone except her parents, her in-laws, her husband, okay, and her siblings. And at that time, Razia, she used to held her coat openly, her face unveiled. Secondly, I've talked about her father. He had started Turkani-Chahalgani system, appointing 40 powerful nobles. And I have used the word 40 powerful Turkish nobles compulsorily. So the entire court was dominated by Turkish people, whether they are eligible or not eligible. So what happened? As soon as this lady, Razia, she became the Sultan, she started a practice of appointing non-Turkish. Okay. She started appointing the practice of non-Turkish in the court. For example, I am good in defense. Okay. But in that case, I am not Turkish. So I won't be allowed in the court. I don't know anything about finance, but I'm a Turkish. I'll become the finance minister. So your appointment should be on the basis of merit, not on whether I'm Turkish or not. This lady, she, what we say, entirely wiped out that system. And she said that the person who is worthy of that particular post would be given that post, irrespective whether he is Turkish or a non-Turkish. Initially, these nobles did not take her seriously. But with the passage of time, what happened? With the passage of time, she started appointing non-Turkish. In fact, she appointed her personal bodyguard and slave as a person whose name was Jalaluddin Muhammad Yaqut. Simple words, Jalaluddin Yaqut. He was an Abyssinian slave. He was an African slave. And now what happened? As soon as she started appointing more non-Turkish in the court, everyone started opposing her. And at that time, Bhatinda, there was a governor whose name was Al-Tunia. He revolted. When Al-Tunia revolted, Razia Sultana thought that it is necessary to suppress this person, Al-Tunia. Otherwise, if this person is not suppressed, every governor will start revolting. Then how can we run the administration? So what happened? Razia Sultana, along with Yaqut, she started moving towards Al-Tunia. And Al-Tunia knew one thing. And what he knew? That Razia Sultana will come here to attack on me. And like from the side of Delhi, she was moving towards the region of Bhatinda. And from Bhatinda, he was moving towards the region of Delhi. Both of them met on the way. And it is said that Al-Tunia, he killed Jalaluddin Yaqut and forcefully imprisoned Razia Sultan and asked her to marry him. Razia initially denied that I'm not going to marry you at any cost. So Al-Tunia imprisoned Razia. So the Sultan or the king is not present in Delhi. So obviously, if the king or the Sultan is not there in Delhi, what will happen? Somebody, other person would be sitting on the throne. Razia's another brother, whose name was Behram Shah. He saw this as an opportunity because Altunia, he had killed Yaqut. Altunia, he had imprisoned Razia. And now he's forcing Razia to get married. And she is denying. The entire situation is chaotic. There is a complete situation of turmoil. Why don't I use this opportunity? So one of the brothers of Razia, Behram Shah, he declared himself as the next Sultan of slave dynasty. As soon as Razia comes to know about this, that my brother, he has declared himself as a Sultan in Delhi, she got ready to marry with Altunia. And she said that I'll marry you under only one condition, that we both are going to lead the expedition to Delhi and acquire my throne back. Altunia said, okay, do not worry. You marry me under that condition. And after that, we will move towards the region of Delhi. Like it is believed that both of them were coming towards the region of Delhi. And Behram Shah knew about this. Behram Shah, he killed Altunia and Razia Sultana also. And in that case, it is said that Razia Sultana, she is buried at a place called as Turkman Gate, which is located near Bhojli Pahadi in Delhi. And Behram Shah, he became the ruler. He was also one of the incompetent rulers. And there were many other incompetent rulers at that time after Behram Shah, except the last one who was the most powerful one, Balban. Is it clear about Razia Sultan? Yes, please. Fast. Okay, Ashirwad. A tragic story, correct? So please note down fast. Razia Sultan. She was the only female ruler of Delhi Sultanate. She was the only female ruler of Delhi Sultanate. See, I have mentioned. Okay. Yes, guys, did you get the ancient India notes? Yes, please. She was the only female ruler. Okay, Ranganath, you did not get the ancient. I guess I've posted the notes on the Telegram channel as well. See, Razia, Divya, I'm really sorry. Razia was, see, many have a different story about this, that Razia was being killed by the dacoits and so on. But the entire plot finally was being created by her brother, whose name was Behram Shah. Okay? So the entire plot was as of brother. Okay, Divya? See, history has many stories, and in that case, there is a lot of distortment in these stories. Rishabh, I have sent that video, I have sent that PDF on the Telegram channel, I guess a while back, 1 or 2 hours ago. Okay. Another question, what somebody has asked me, what is the timeline of Razia? She ruled for approximately 3 to 4 years. Okay. 1236 to 1240 approximately. Okay. Raj, the name of the Telegram channel is IB ACIO English Batch. Yes, Pratap, this story has a source for it. And the Razia was being caught by the dacoits does not have a source for it. Okay? So please note down, she is the only female ruler of Delhi Sultanate. Second thing, she started the policy of appointing non-Turkish in the court. She appointed Jalaluddin Yaqut. An African slave, Governors of different provinces started revolting. Governors of different provinces started revolting. Altunia, governor of Bhatinda, revolted. Altunia killed Yakut. Altunia killed Yakut and imprisoned Razia. Yes, I'll repeat the points again. Altunia, the governor of Bhatinda, revolted. Altunia killed Yakut and imprisoned Razia. Altunia killed Yakut and imprisoned Razia. Meanwhile, Behram Shah yes, Jon Snow, Game of Thrones. Meanwhile, Behram Shah, brother of Razia, sat on the throne. Behram Shah killed Altunia and Razia. Behram Shah killed Altunia and Razia. Razia's tomb is located at Turkman Gate. Razia's tomb is located at Turkman Gate in Delhi. Now let's understand about Balban. As soon, yes, Razia's tomb is located at Turkman Gate, Delhi. Is it clear, Bhuvnesh? Jalaluddin was a title. Okay. Yes, Hamam. What is your question? Like what kind of story that you want to know about marrying whom? Yes, Hamam. Which story that you want to know about marrying whom? Iltutmish marrying daughter. See, I'll tell you one thing. There are many stories in the books of history which are being forged. Okay. We cannot say that these stories are true. I'll give you a very small example about this. Okay. Like, this is a wrong connotation that people say that Iltutmish married his daughter. That is a wrong connotation. I'll give you a very simple example. You might have heard about the story of Akbar and Anarkali, correct? Like Anarkali, she was in the court. She was one of the court dancers in the court of Akbar. And Anarkali was specifically in love with whom? Salim. Who was Salim? Jahangir, the ruler of Mughal dynasty, followed by Akbar. But the actual name of Anarkali was not Anarkali. Her name was Nadira Begum. There's a very different story to it. So please do not get influenced by the web series. Please do not get influenced by the TV series or serials that you see. Okay? So please do not get confused. So there's nothing called like that. Okay? Yes, Parth. Okay, you have a question from ancient India now. You are confused between Mundaka Upanishad and Mandukya Upanishad. My friend, the shortest Upanishad is Mandukya Upanishad. First thing. And second thing, our national motto Satyameva Jayate Nanritam, it is mentioned in Mundaka Upanishad. So please do not get confused. The answer is Mundaka Upanishad. Okay, Parth? Yes, Maninder, you can get a break after completing Balban. Hamam, did you get your answer? Please do not get influenced by the movies that we see. Only believe in the facts that we actually read in authenticated books and authenticated websites. Like, even there are certain things in Wikipedia which are editable. They can be easily edited and answered there. So we need to follow an authentic source which is supported by the government of India. Okay? Yes, Abhishek, why are you so much in hurry? I have to answer. See, my friend, I don't have to answer only one person. If you watch my screen right now, okay, you are thinking about that thing. If you watch my screen, there are more than 30 questions at one time. One time I'm saying. So just maintain patience because I have to answer every one of you. Yes, Deepak, I'll be telling about some of the websites. Now let's speak about Balban. So guys, please maintain patience because there is not only one student who is listening. There are more than 110 students on the screen that I can see right now. Okay? So maintain patience. Balban. Now let's understand about Balban. As soon as the word Balban comes, here comes a word, the policy of blood and iron. Okay. Now why here comes the policy of blood and iron? I'll give you a very small example about Balban. The person who is experienced, in that case, what happens? Or the person who has been the part of the nobles and he has been he has seen the reign of many kings. In that case, what will happen? In that case, this person will come to a higher post in the coming years. Balban was the same person. Balban had seen the reign of 5 to 6 sultans. Okay, 5 to 6 sultans. So you can imagine that how experienced this personality was. It is said that Balban has also worked as a naib. Naib basically means prime minister. He has worked as a naib for whom? He has worked as a naib or prime minister for Nasiruddin Mahmud. Okay, and who was Nasiruddin Mahmud? It is also believed by many historians that Nasiruddin Mahmud was son-in-law of Balban. And in fact, Balban was so hungry for power that he had killed his own son-in-law. Because he was not satisfied with naib or prime minister. He wanted to become the sultan. So he killed his own son-in-law whose name was Nasiruddin Mahmud. Now listen to me. As I've talked about Iltutmish, and in Iltutmish, I've talked about one system which is called as Iqta system. What is Iqta system? Appointing 40 powerful nobles who will assist the king in performance of his duties. True? It is believed that, specifically saying, this person, sorry, not Iqta system, Turkani-Chahalgani system. Chahalgani. Iqta is grant of lands. Chahalgani system. I've talked about Chahalgani system initiated by Iltutmish, and in that I've said appointing 40 nobles who will assist the king in performance of his duty. I've also told you one thing. If these nobles become more powerful than the king, what will they do? They will start dictating terms to the king. Because this person, okay, this person, what we say Balban, he was also the part of Chahalgani initially. So what happened at this time? He completely abolished Chahalgani system. It is said that there were many nobles who were beheaded in the court, particularly the nobles who were loyal towards the previous rulers from the time of Iltutmish. Okay, so Turkane-Chahalgani system, which was started by Iltutmish, was now abolished by Balban. First point. Second point. Now Balban, he believed in one thing, that Sultan is a position which needs to be respected by everyone. So he assumed the title Zile-Illahi and Niyabat-e Khudai. Both these terminologies are important. Zile-Illahi and Niyabat-e Khudai. What is Zile-Illahi? Sultan is shadow of Allah or God on the earth. And whatever instruction is given by Sultan compulsorily needs to be followed by everyone. So Sultan is shadow of Allah, Zilla Illahi. So whatever Sultan is saying, it simply means these are the words of Allah, not Sultan. So, Niyabate Khudai. So in very simple words, Sultan is Zile Illahi. Like you might have heard about the word about Akbar, Zile Illahi. Sultan is shadow of Allah. Niyabate Khudai, words of Sultan. Now, this person, Balban, he also started a Persian festival called as Navroz. He started two important systems called as Sajda and Paibos system. Now, what is Sajda and Paibos system? Like, for example, in Hinduism, like, for example, somebody visits our home. What do? We do him Namaste. Similarly, in Islam, there's a practice which is referred as Sajda. Sajda basically means what? Like, I put one of my hands on my back, and with the right hand, I do the Sajda, prostration. And Paibos means kissing the Sultan's feet. For example, Balban is a Sultan. And if Balban believes that somebody who is equivalent to his post, simple words, other Sultan, he will come and he will kiss the Sultan's hand. On the other hand, the person who is below the post of the Sultan or not equal to his designation will kneel down on his knees and kiss the Sultan's feet. So this system is called as Paibos system. So Sajda is prostration, Paibos is kissing the Sultan's feet. Okay? So I'll repeat again the points. The first thing about Balban. Balban initially was a naib for his son-in-law, whose name was Nasiruddin Mahmud. As per historian, he killed or poisoned his own son-in-law. Okay? Secondly, Balban, he abolished Turkane-Chahalgani system, which was being started by Iltutmish. Third important thing, Balban, he started Sajda and Paibos system. Sajda basically means prostration. Paibos means kissing the Sultan's feet. He called himself as Zile-Illahi, that is Sultan is shadow of Allah on the earth. And he called himself, like he started using the word Niyabate Khudai. Since Sultan is the shadow of Allah on the earth, the words of Sultan are equivalent to the words of Allah. So follow his instructions. That is Niyabate Khudai. He started a Persian festival called as Navroz. Then, precisely speaking about the further things about Balban. Now, Balban, it is said that Balban started one system, and that system is referred, he created a department actually. Now, I'll give you a small example. Suppose there is unlimited powers in the hands of a single person. Automatically, there is going to be the misuse of that power. Automatically. So what happened here further? It is believed that there were a lot of powers in the hand of whom? Wazir. Because Wazir was handling two functions. The one function of the Wazir was to take care of the finance department, and the second function was to take care of the military department. Okay. Now, as soon as Balban came to power, he dissected the authority of Wazir and he created a new department of defense or military. And that department is called as Diwan-e-Arz department. Diwan-e-Arz was defense department. It was military department. Okay. Yes, Abhishek, Navroz is different and Roza is different. Okay. Although you can see certain similarities in that, but both are different. Okay, Abhishek. So he started Diwan-e-Arz department, which is also referred as military department. Okay. So these are the things that you need to remember about what we say Balban. One more important fact. From the time of specifically this Balban, the power of slave dynasty started declining. Because why? Because Mongols were starting their influence to gain more influence over the northern part of India. And in fact, it is said that one of the sons of this person, Balban, whose name was Muhammad Khan, he died in a skirmish between the Mongols. And he was referred as or given the title of Khan-e-Shaheed. So after Balban, the power started declining and new dynasty came into power, which is referred as Khilji dynasty. The foundation of Khilji dynasty was being laid down by a person named as Firoz, who is later referred as Jalaluddin Khilji, who was father-in-law of Alauddin Khilji. Okay, so these are the points that you need to remember about whom? The Balban. Yes, Harsh, majorly it's a what we say practice or a festival associated with the Parsis. Okay. Mongols majorly are based from the region of Mongolia. They followed Islam. Okay. They conquered major part of Transoxiana, that is Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, and Central Asia. Okay. Pankaj, the timeline of the slave dynasty you can observe here. In the first slide itself, I have mentioned about the timeline. Got it? It is from 1206 to 1290 AD. Is it clear, Pankaj? Sadhvik, we cannot say Balban was a descendant of Behram Shah. Why? Because Balban initially served as a slave to the different rulers from the time of Iltutmish itself. Is it clear, Sadhvik? Yes, is it clear, guys? Please let me know. Do you want me to explain again? Yes, Adarsh, Mongols did follow Islam. Genghis Khan, the major ruler, another ruler of the Mongols in the coming years would be Timur. Like I'll give you a small example, Babur. Okay. Babur, very small example, Babur, from his mother's side, he was from Genghis Khan's lineage. From his father's side, he was from the lineage of Timur. And all of them followed Islam. Is it clear? Who asked this question? Adarsh. Okay. Lokesh, it is not necessary to remember the timeline, but yes, just remember the important rulers, that is Qutbuddin Aybak, Shamsuddin Iltutmish, then Ghiyasuddin Balban and Razia Sultan. That's it. Not necessary to remember the timeline. Okay. Thanks a lot, Prarthana. Yes, just remember the chronology. That's it. Please note down fast. Balban, Balban ruled with a policy of blood and iron. Initially, he served as Naib. Initially, he served as Naib or Prime Minister. For Nasiruddin Mahmud. For Nasiruddin Mahmud. Then he abolished Turkane-Jahalgani system. He abolished Turkane-Jahalgani system initiated by, yes, initiated by whom? Fast. Very good, Shantanu. Very good, Adarsh, Priyanshu, Abhishek, Pankaj. Initiated by Iltutmish. Yes, somebody had asked a question. Tengrism. Yes. In different names, different practices have been followed. Like I'll give you a small example. Adarsh, I have talked about Indus Valley civilization, wherein I have spoken about something called as animism. Animism is love and respect for nature, wherein nature gods were being worshipped. Correct? Similarly, that practice you can see in Vedic period. In Vedic period, we have seen they worship nature gods like Indra, Agni, Vayu. Okay. Similarly, Tengrism is a practice wherein they worship nature. Precisely, they believe in something of harmony with the nature, harmony with universe. They worship air, they worship water, they worship the skies, and so on. Similar to animism. Okay. What was the last point I said? Yes, he abolished Turkane-Chahalgani system initiated by Iltutmish. Then he assumed the title Zile-Illahi, that is Sultan, a shadow of Allah on the earth, and Niyabate Khudai. Niyabate Khudai. Yes, Sanjay. Your major question is who is the first Mongolian ruler? Majority of the historians and majority of the historical texts support Timur, the first Mongolian to attack India. Niyabate Khudai. Majorly support them. Okay? Niyabate Khudai and Zile-Illahi. Yes. Balban assumed the title Zile-Illahi and Niyabate Khudai. Zile-Illahi means Sultan is shadow of Allah on earth. And Niyabate Khudai means instructions of Sultan. Yes, Adarsh. Initially, the Mongols followed animism or Tengrism, and later on they started following Islam. How do we come to know about this? We have seen, like, I've talked about the Prophet Muhammad and so on. But prior to this, there was also practices called as they worshipped Hubal, they worshipped daughters of Hubal who are associated with nature gods and so on. Okay, Adarsh? Zile-Illahi and Niyabate Khudai. Then Balban started the system of Sajda and Paibos. That is, Sajda means prostration. Paibos means kissing the Sultan's feet. Balban started Sajda and Paibos system. Sajda means prostration. And Paibos means kissing the Sultan's feet. Yes, yes. He wanted others to do sajda for him. Correct, Bhuvnesh. Abhishek, blood and iron means he ruled with strict hand. Okay. Like, I'll give you a small example. Like, there was a governor of Awadh during his time whose name was Haibat Khan. Another governor was Malik Bakbak. Now, what happened? Once upon a time, these people were quite intoxicated with alcohol. And in that intoxication, they started beating their slave. And one of the slaves died. So the widow of the slave came to Balban. And in fact, Balban gave the harshest punishment even to their governors. Hence, it is said that he ruled with a policy of blood and iron. Simple words, he ruled with strict hand. Okay, Abhishek? Yes. He started the Persian festival Navroz. Kanchana, sajda means prostration. Like in Hinduism, I have told you we do namaste. Similarly, in Islam, there is something called as sajda or prostration. He started a Persian festival, Navroz. He created a new military or defense department called as Diwan-e-Arz department. Okay. So this is majorly about the slave dynasty. Yes, so the language has also been changed. And initial part, the most dominant language was Turkish. And see, precisely during the Delhi Sultanate period, the most dominant language was Turkish and Arabic. Among them, Turkish. And during the time of Mughals, the most dominant language was Persian. Okay? How did this new department dilute the wazir's power? In very simple language, wazir initially used to focus on two departments, finance and second was defense. You might have heard about a statement, and that statement goes like, power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. If power is concentrated in the hands of a single person, obviously there are more chances of corruption. And in that case, what will happen? After some time, it will lead to anarchy, state of lawlessness. So what happened? This person, he was having extra power, plus he could not focus either on them. So what did he do? At that time, Mongols were trying to attack India. He wanted to keep his position intact. So why don't we appoint a separate minister for a military? So he created Diwan-e-Arz department and appointed a minister called as Arz-e-Mumalik to take care after this. Is it clear who had asked this? Bhuvnesh. See, majority of the festivals that were being started at that time was to show one's pomp. Okay, in this Persian festival, he used to go into the public. He used to ride on horses. He used to distribute gold among the people. So to establish his suzerainty over the people, to establish his authority over his people, what happened? This person started the festival of Navroz. Is it clear, Rishi? Yes, Wazir now was left with majorly finance. Is it clear, Bhuvnesh? Rishi? Yes, Hamam, I'm giving the break. Okay. So guys, it is exactly right now 3:30. Okay. We'll gather at 3:40 and we'll start with Alauddin Khilji. Okay. Yes, consumption of alcohol and consumption of pork meat was banned in Islam. See, my friend, you have asked a question, Deepak. If everything is banned in Islam, then why the governors consumed wine? Okay. See, there are many practices which are banned in Hinduism as well, but still they are practiced. Correct? Like Islam, it is said that sharab and pig's meat both are considered as haram, but still people do consume. Similarly, there are many practices in Hinduism which are banned but still practiced. Okay. Tush, the class will be till 4:15, 4:20. Okay. Take a break of 10 minutes fast. Yes, friends, regathered everyone. Yes, Harsh, she also solved the problems of the Mewatis, Balban. Now, let's understand about the rise of Khilji dynasty. Yes, Amir Khusro was a court poet who was known as Parrot of India, and he was a court poet during the time of Alauddin Khilji as well. In fact, he was given the title Parrot of India or Tuti-e-Hind by Alauddin Khilji. Okay? Yes, guys. Now let's begin with Khilji dynasty. And in Khilji dynasty, we'll start with Jalaluddin Khilji. Okay. Now, it is said that the last ruler of slave dynasty, also referred as Mamluk dynasty, was who? Kaikubad. And Kaikubad had a minister of war. He had a defense minister in the form of Firoz. Okay. So Firoz, he killed his own master, Kaikubad. Okay. And acquired the throne of Delhi Sultanate. And this led to dynastic revolution, wherein he established a new independent dynasty in the form of Khilji dynasty. So the foundation of Khilji dynasty was being laid by Firoz, who killed his master Kaikubad, okay, and established an independent dynasty in the form of Khilji. Now, he sat on the throne approximately around 1290. And he was 70 years old when he sat on the throne. He is considered as one of the most liberal rulers because he revered and respected the other Hinduistic traditions at that time as well. Like Jalaluddin Khilji, it is believed that he had many attempts to conquer the region of Devgiri, which is located in Daulatabad, Maharashtra. Now, the fort of Devgiri, located in the region of Maharashtra, it is said that this fort had a strategic importance. Why? Because through this region of Devgiri or Daulatabad, they can control the entire region of Deccan. So Jalaluddin Khilji, he had sent many expeditions to conquer the region of Daulatabad, but he was not successful in any of his expedition. Now Jalaluddin Khilji had one of his son-in-law, and his name was Alauddin Khilji, whose original name was Ali Gurshap. Okay? Now it is said that initially Jalaluddin Khilji had tried many times to conquer the region of Daulatabad. And at that time, all his attempts were they were not successful. Now, Alauddin Khilji, he was governor of Awadh, Kara and Manikpur. All these are places located majorly in UP. So without taking the permission of the Sultan, Alauddin Khilji directly attacked the region of Devgiri or Daulatabad. After attacking the region of Devgiri or Daulatabad, he was very successful. Okay. Apart from being successful, whatever he had looted from the region of Daulatabad, he did not go to Delhi. He directly went to Kara, where he was a governor. Now Jalaluddin Khilji, he became very angry and annoyed. First of all, you are leading an expedition to Daulatabad. You should have taken the permission from the Sultan. You did not take permission from Sultan. Okay. Secondly, even if you have attacked Daulatabad and Devgiri, you have conquered that region, you have collected a lot of gold from that region. Why didn't you come to Delhi? Why didn't you report to Sultan in Delhi? How dare you directly go to the region of what we say, Kara or Manikpur? But later on, what happened? He became a bit calmer. Why? Because finally he was his son-in-law. Now one fine day, it was a time of Eid. And he decided that Jalaluddin Khilji, he will go to Kara to meet his son-in-law and his daughter. Okay. Now, specifically, to go to Kara, he had to cross the river Ganga twice. And he, along with 1,500 soldiers, started moving towards Kara. As soon as he reached the first part of the river Ganga, he had to cross it. So there was one of the brothers of Alauddin Khilji. He had come to receive Jalaluddin Khilji. After seeing his brother, Jalaluddin Khilji again became angry. First of all, your brother should have reported in Delhi. He did not come to report in Delhi. Secondly, when he knows that Sultan is coming to Kara, he should come to receive me. Why has he sent you to receive me? His brother was also very diplomatic. And his brother said that since the Sultan is coming to Kara, my brother is planning something else. He's making a great planning for the Sultan's arrival, Sultan's welcome. And secondly, you are going to meet your daughter. You are going to meet your, son-in-law. Why do you have 1,500 soldiers along with you? Send them back. Have a boat and have 25 to 30 soldiers along with you so that you can carry the gold that has been looted from the region of Daulatabad. This person, Jalaluddin Khilji, thought, yes, this is true, because I'm just going to meet my daughter and son-in-law. But there was a very different plot that was going on in that place. Finally, this person reaches Kara. As soon as Alauddin Khilji sees him, what happened? Alauddin Khilji performs sajda. And when Alauddin Khilji performs sajda, he was going to kneel down to perform paibos. Immediately, this person was caught by shoulders. By whom? Jalaluddin Khilji. And Jalaluddin Khilji hugged him. As soon as he hugged him, immediately through his movement of eyes, he ordered one of his minister, Alauddin Khilji, to behead Jalaluddin. Immediately a sword was struck on the head of Jalaluddin. It took no time for Jalaluddin to realize that there is a plot created by his son-in-law, Alauddin Khilji, to murder him. Immediately started yelling and shouting out for the soldiers who were standing outside. But already the soldiers have been killed by the soldiers of Alauddin Khilji. Now Jalaluddin Khilji started running towards the gate. When he started running towards the gate, another sword, it struck the head of Jalaluddin Khilji, and he was being beheaded. And Alauddin Khilji now sat on the throne of Delhi Sultanate, particularly the Khilji dynasty. Now, what happens further? Alauddin Khilji, after killing his father-in-law, whose name was Jalaluddin Khilji, he put the head of his father-in-law on a spear. And the head was paraded in the region of Kara, Awadh and Manikpur, which is located in UP. Why? So that everyone should be afraid of Alauddin Khilji. Everyone should know one important thing, and that is, my father-in-law did not even revolt against me, but he had to meet this kind of a fate. Any of the nobles, any of the ministers, or any of the governor dare revolt against me, I'll show what will be your condition. So Alauddin Khilji wanted to deter his nobles. Now Alauddin Khilji, his original name was Ali Gurshap. And Alauddin Khilji, he led many expeditions in the northern part of India. I'll give you few examples about this. Now he led an expedition to the region of Gujarat. Now pay attention carefully, I'll explain them. He led an expedition to the region of Gujarat. At that time, the ruler of Gujarat was Rai Karan. Please understand this concept, very important. At that time, the ruler of Gujarat was Rai Karan. So what happened? Alauddin Khilji himself directly not lead an expedition. He sent one of his military commander to lead the expedition. So Rai Karan, initially he fought in a very, sophisticated manner. He fought very bravely. But later on, he was being defeated. And Rai Karan, he escaped along with his daughter, Deval Devi, from the battlefield. Where did they go? Nobody knows this. Just remember, Alauddin Khilji sent an expedition to the region of Gujarat under his military commander. The ruler of Gujarat, Rai Karan, fought bravely. But later on, what happened? Later on, this person, Rai Karan, fled along with his daughter, Deval Devi, to some other place. Where did he fled? We will see later. After this, he conquered the region of Ranthambore, which is located in Rajasthan. Then he conquered the region of Chittor. Chittor, it is located again in Rajasthan. Now, the ruler of Chittor at that time was Raja Rawal Ratan Singh. Raja Rawal Ratan Singh already had a wife named as Rani Nagmati. But he had heard about the beauty and the warrior-like qualities of a queen from the region of Sinhala, whose name was Rani Padmini. Father of Rani Padmini had specifically arranged a Swayamvar, a love marriage of Rani Padmini. And at that time, it is said that Rani Padmini had a parrot named as Hiraman. So Rani Padmini was close to that parrot because there was no other person in the life of Rani Padmini apart from that parrot. She used to share everything with that parrot. And this was not liked by father of Rani Padmini. So what did the father of Rani Padmini do? He imprisoned that parrot. He caged him. Okay. The name of the parrot was Hiraman. After some time, this parrot flied away. And he reached Chittor and he narrated the entire story about the beauty of Sinhala, the beauty of Rani Padmini to Raja Raval Ratan Singh. Raja Raval Ratan Singh goes to Sinhala. He marries the princess Rani Padmini and comes to Chittor. She was very pretty. She was very beautiful. There was one person in Chittor whose name was Raghav Chetan. Raghav Chetan, he was charged of sedition, Deshdroh or Rajdroh. And he was given the Desh Nikala. He was asked to leave the country immediately, leave the region of Chittor immediately. Now, Raghav Chetan, he went to Alauddin Khilji and spoke about the beauty of Rani Padmini to Alauddin. Now, Alauddin coveted upon Rani Padmini and wanted to forcefully marry Rani Padmini, and he attacked the region of Chittor. Okay. When he attacked the region of Chittor, it is believed that he created a massacre in that region. Apart from this, he treacherously killed Raja Raval Ratan Singh. Like, lakhs of people were massacred. Lakhs of people were massacred. Rani Padmini, along with many women of Chittor, committed Johar. Johar is self-immolation. They submitted themselves to the Agni Kund. Now, this person, Alauddin, he got so angry that he massacred the people and renamed Chittor as Khizirabad. Why? Because after this, he appointed Khizir Khan, one of his sons, as the governor of Chittor. So he captured Gujarat, he captured Malwa, he captured Ranthambore, he captured Chittor. Now, his South India expedition was led by a person whose name was Malik Kafur. Malik Kafur's original name was Manikya. Malik Kafur, apart from being warrior, he was very handsome and smart right from his childhood. He was called as Manikya. Manikya means his body looked like a gemstone. He was sold into slavery during his childhood at a place called as Khambat in Gujarat. And as I've told you, when the army of Alauddin Khilji led an expedition to the region of Gujarat, what happened? They purchased this slave, Malik Kafur, at a price of 1,000 dinars. And this person is also referred as Hazar Dinara because he was purchased in 1,000 dinars. He had a warrior-like quality. Okay, he was handsome and smart as well. So all the South India expeditions of Alauddin Khilji were led by Malik Kafur. Now what happened? In South India, particularly in Devgiri or Daulatabad, which was already conquered by Alauddin Khilji, but it was given back to its ruler on one condition, that you are going to pay annual tribute to Delhi. So this was agreed. Okay. So precisely speaking, this was agreed. And it is believed that ruler of Devgiri, Ramchandra Dev. Okay. So at that time, ruler of Devgiri, whose name was Ramchandra Dev, he had not given any tribute for past 3 to 5 years. Okay. Ramchandra Dev, he had a son named as Shankar. And if you remember, I've told you, when the region of Gujarat was being attacked by the forces of Alauddin Khilji, the ruler of Gujarat, Rai Karan Dev, he had fled from the battlefield, correct? Along with his daughter Deval Devi. Where was he hiding? He was hiding in the court of Ramchandra Dev. So it was a plan that Rai Karan Dev, is going to marry Deval Devi to Shankar, the daughter of Ramchandra Dev. And this will create a strong matrimonial alliance and both of them will attack Delhi now. That was the actual plan. But this plan never occurred. Why? When Malik Kafur reached here, he came to know about this. He destroyed this region. Okay. Malik Kafur conquered major part of South India. So this was about the major expeditions that were being led by Alauddin. So Alauddin, he conquered Devgiri. Alauddin, he conquered Ranthambore. Alauddin, he conquered Chittor. Alauddin, he conquered Gujarat and Malwa. He sent Malik Kafur to conquer different parts, like he defeated Kakatiyas of Warangal. He defeated Hoysalas of Dwar Samudra, Karnataka. He defeated the Pandyas in the region of Madurai. So South Indian expedition was led by Malik Kafur. Now, apart from this, Alauddin Khilji was known for different reforms. Small example, there were 475,000 cavalry men in the cavalry of Alauddin Khilji. I am speaking about cavalry men. It's not only about the entire army. There were 475,000 cavalry men in the army of Alauddin Khilji. And he had introduced two systems, which is called as Dag and Chehra system. Dag means branding of horses. Horses of different breeds. Why was Alauddin Khilji successful in every of his expedition? He had a very staggering cavalry, attack at a lightning speed. Peshwa Bajirao, he also followed the same strategy. I'll give you a very small example about Peshwa Bajirao of the Marathas. Why was he successful? A very strong cavalry he had. Once upon a time, Peshwa Bajirao, as depicted in the movie Bajirao Mastani, he was sitting to have his lunch. Okay. And his wife Kashibai had served him a lunch. At that time, there was a person who came to this Peshwa Bajirao and told him, the king of Bundelkhand, whose name is Raja Chhatrasal, has sought your help because the Mughals had attacked. The Mughal ruler had sent Bangash Khan to attack the region of Bundelkhand. And he's asking your help. Immediately, he took one bite of the food and started leaving. His wife Kashibai stopped him. At least complete the food and then leave. He gave a very beautiful reply to his wife Kashibai. The books of history will not praise Maratha Peshwa, who was a Brahmin, Bajirao, in this manner that I helped him out. The books of history in the coming years will write a Kshatriya ruler needed a help and the Brahmin ruler sat eating the food. I would be praised in the history in that manner, and I don't want that. Immediately he left. Within 4 to 5 days, maximum within the weeks, he attacked the region of Bundelkhand. He saved the region of Bundelkhand from the attack of Mughals, came back to Pune. Why? Staggering moving cavalry, fast moving cavalry. And this technique was used by Germany in World War II. This technique is referred as Blitzkrieg technique, attack at the speed of lightning. So Alauddin Khilji had fast moving breed of horses, Dag, breeding of horses, Chehra, regular muster roll in the army. Apart from this, Alauddin Khilji had come up with market reforms. He had divided market into different parts, 4 parts. There shouldn't be any kind of corruption. So he had appointed spies and intelligence officers. Barid were intelligence officers and Munihan were secret spies. Okay? You might have heard about a system, Bigaha, Ekad, Bissa. So the Biswa, land revenue unit measurement, was started by Alauddin Khilji. Dag and Chehra was started by Alauddin Khilji. Dag means branding of horses. Then he started intelligence department, secret spies to contain or check the corruption. Barid and Munihan were the secret spies. Barid means intelligence officers and Munihans means the secret spies. Apart from this, Amir Khusro, he adorned the court of Alauddin Khilji. And Amir Khusro was given the title Tuti-e-Hind, Parrot of India. Amir Khusro is also called as father of Qawwali. Okay? Apart from this, Alauddin Khilji, he constructed horse khas. I have told you and I have given you the example. Alauddin Khilji, it is believed that he cut the head of 8,000 Mongols and laid the foundation of a fort that is called as Siri Fort. He constructed a mosque which is called as Jamaat Khana Mosque. He constructed a palace which is called as Mahal Hazar Satun, Palace of 1,000 Pillars. So this is majorly about Jalaluddin Khilji and Alauddin Khilji in short. Is it clear? Yes, jizya was also imposed, Sanjay, correct? Is it clear? Only 18 people, it is clear. What about the others? Okay. Now it's okay. 87. Param. Dag basically means branding of horses, new breed of horses. And associated with that breed of horse is a person or a cavalryman. Okay. Like for example, this is a horse from Central Asia. And I have been appointed as a cavalryman who will ride this horse. So Chehra. Chehra means this horse is associated with me. So that was a system that was being initiated by Alauddin. Is it clear, Param? Okay. Hammam. You know, sometimes, acha, you miss that part. Okay, you miss the first part. Okay. See, the last ruler, Vishnu, do one thing. You send me a personal message on Telegram, and on Telegram, when you send me a personal message, I will share the link, invite link of the channel to you. Okay. You search on Telegram, Alok Ojha. Okay. Just give me a hi there. Okay. And then I will share you the invite link of the Telegram channel. Is it okay? Yes. Hammam. The last ruler of slave dynasty was Kaikubad. And he was being killed by his own minister of defense, whose name was Firoz. Okay? Firoz killed his master. After killing his master, he declared himself as independent. And he started his own dynasty, which is referred as Khilji dynasty, because he assumed the title Jalaluddin. Jalaluddin means conqueror and the winner. So now, this is how Khilji dynasty came to power. Is it clear, Hammam? Others? Okay. Yes, Rahan. Again, Mongols attacked, but Mongols had to face humiliating defeat. Okay, Rahan? Guys, please write within next 10 minutes very fast. Jalaluddin Khilji. He ruled approximately from 1290 to 1296. That is 6 years. His original name was Firoz. I'm speaking about Jalaluddin, okay? His original name was Firoz. Okay, Rishabh, I'll add you in the group as well. His original name was Firoz. He came to power by killing Kaikubad, the last ruler of slave dynasty. Okay. He was being killed by his son-in-law. He was being killed by his son-in-law, Alauddin Khilji. Now write about Alauddin Khilji. Alauddin Khilji. His original name was Ali Gurshap. Yes, Rishabh, I will add you in the group. Follow the same process. Just send me a hi personally on my Telegram. That is Alok Ojha. And from there, I'll send you an invite link. Okay, from there you can join the channel. Okay, Raj, there is only number system notes in the group, particularly related to quant. Okay, I was watching the replies on the group. Okay, that the quant section is majorly in bilingual, which cannot be understood by the people precisely from southern part of India, northeastern India, correct? That is the major hurdle that you guys are facing. Okay. Joel, Alok, history_Alok Ojha is my Telegram channel for UPSC. So please do not go in that channel. You can directly, specifically ping me at Alok Ojha. Okay? OJHA. The orientation class. Okay, Mayank. Yes, I had spoken yesterday with Karan sir. So he's trying and sorting out the issue. Joel, history_Alok Ojha is a channel that is for UPSC. That is my personal Telegram channel for UPSC. Okay. Directly ping me on Alok Ojha. Rishabh, it's not history_Alok Ojha. That is a channel of mine for UPSC. Okay. Directly ping me on Alok Ojha. From there, I will be sending the invite link. Do not worry. Yes, Harsh, I'll also talk to the team immediately about the current affairs, because after the class, around 4:30, I have a meeting with Karan sir and we will discuss the issues. Okay, what is concerning right now. Do not worry, we'll discuss it today, because I saw the messages on the group that first of all, you don't have like English specific recorded classes. So we'll be discussing about the current affairs and so on. Do not worry. No, Joel, it's not about 6 subscribers. I have more than 3,000 subscribers on the Telegram channel. So it's not, you are searching the wrong group. I will share. Do not worry. Yes, note down about Alauddin Khilji. Okay, Ashirwad. Okay. Do not worry. We'll also sort out the issue of English as well. Okay, reasoning class. Okay, I will discuss all the issues today with Karan sir. All the issues. Okay. Now, please note down fast, guys. Alauddin Khilji, whose original name was Ali Gurshab, he captured the region of Gujarat from Rai Karan Dev. Rai Karan Dev and Deval Devi, his daughter, fled to Daulatabad. Alauddin also captured the region of Chittorgarh and treacherously killed Raja Rawal Ratan Singh This episode finds mention in the book Padmavat, written by Malik Muhammad Jayasi. This incident finds mention in the book Padmavat, written by Malik Muhammad Jayasi in Awadhi language, during the time of Sher Shah Suri. The South, written by Malik Muhammad Jayasi. in Awadhi language during the time of Sher Shah Suri. Is it clear, Shantanu? Then, the South Indian expedition were led by Malik Kafur. Alauddin started Dag and Chehra system. For Dag and Chehra system. In front of Dag, right? Branding of horses. Branding of horses. Chehra, regular muster roll in the army. Branding and breeding. See, breeds of different horses. So how were the breeds of different horses being categorized? On the basis of their branding. Okay? Hamam? Regular muster roll in the army. In simple words, a kind of attendance. Regular muster roll in the army. Is it clear, Hamam and Bhuvnesh? Then, he divided the market into 4 parts. And appointed Shahanai Mandi. See, I have encircled this. And appointed Shahanai Mandi for these markets. To check corruption, he appointed Barid and Munihan. To check corruption, he appointed Barid and Munihan. Barid are intelligence officers, Munihan are spies. He started Biswa, unit of land measurement. He started Biswa, unit of land measurement. He patronized poets like Mir Hasan Dehelvi and Amir Khusro. Amir Khusro was given the title Tuti-e-Hind or Parrot of India by Alauddin. Amir Khusro was given the title. Yes, he patronized the poets. I'm repeating, Shantanu. He patronized the poets like Amir Khusro and Mir Hasan Dehelvi. Amir Khusro was given the title Tuti-e-Hind or Parrot of India by Alauddin. In bracket, right, Amir Khusro is also called as father of Qawwali. It's a style of music, particularly in North India. Amir Khusro was also called as father of Qawwali. Alauddin Khilji constructed Hauz Khas, Jamaat Khana Mosque, Mahal Hazar Satoon or Palace of Thousand Pillars, He constructed Hauz Khas, Jamaat Khana, Mahal Hazar Satoon or Palace of Thousand Pillars. He also constructed Siri Fort. Okay. Yes, Pratap. Biswa was a unit of land measurement that was started by Alauddin Khilji. So it was Biswa, Biswa, also referred as Bissa, Bissa. Okay, guys. So this is majorly about the two important rulers, Jalaluddin Khilji and Alauddin Khilji. On Monday, I'll be speaking about Tughlaq, Sayyid, Lodi, and I'll be beginning with the Mughals. Okay, in short, we'll study that as well. So Monday, I'll be starting with that. Tomorrow, it's a holiday. Please keep on revising the concept. Raj, the notes of number system are available. I have uploaded all the notes. I have sent all the notes to the team of Ancient India. I am also sharing this on the Telegram channel. That is IB ACIO English batch. Okay. Yes, Tush. Specifically, quants and reasoning, current affairs are also crucial. I can understand about this. There is a specific lecture dedicated to all of them. Okay. So I will be speaking on that as well to the group. And who has another question? Hauz Khas. See, Abhishek, Hauz Khas, it's a place in Delhi. So near the place called as Siri. Near the place called as Siri Fort, there was a village which was called as Siri village. So near that, Hauz Khas was constructed. And the basic purpose of this Hauz Khas was, it was like nothing but a water tank. And here, it can provide water to Siri Fort and Siri village. Hence, Hauz Khas was being constructed. Okay, Abhishek? Bhuvnesh? Yes, it's okay. The classes for the quant and reasoning would be conducted as per the timetable that has been given to you. So please do not worry about that. Today, I'm going to discuss with the sir about the current affairs that needs to be made available to you guys. Okay. And I guess on the group, it has been started, but it is in English. Okay. So please do not worry about this. Mayank, Jalaluddin Khilji killed Kaikubad. Okay. He killed Kaikubad. Deepak, he constructed Hauz Khas in Delhi to provide water to the Siri village. Okay. IB ACI. Okay, you could not find IB ACI batch and Alok Oja in Telegram. Okay, do not worry. Just a second, hold on. I have got the messages of many students. Like Eddie has sent me hi. AB has sent me hi. I mean Ashirwad. Yes, there are many students who have joined. Same directly search, guys. Okay, you'll get it. Do not worry. So see you guys on Monday. Please keep on revising the concept. Concepts are more important. And by today evening or tomorrow morning, I'll be sharing the question and answers on your group. Okay? Lokesh, Alauddin Khilji died during the end of his tenure as a natural death. So he was not majorly being defeated. Yes, but there are many examples which are hidden in the books of history. Okay? Yes, Rishabh, there is a separate group for the paid batch students, and that group is IB ACIO. Okay? English channel. Yes, guys. So, with this, I'll stop my today's class. We'll see you guys on Monday. Till then, keep revising your concepts and please go for consistent revision. Now, your strategy should be studying for 5 to 6 hours on daily basis, apart from the classes that you're going through. Rather it be history, rather it be English. And I guess today your polity class is also going to start, I guess. Okay? So, we'll stop my words here, guys. See you guys on Monday. Bye-bye and have a nice weekend.